Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday mid-afternoon. Um, no coffee. Had my coffee already this morning. It's going to be another great 10 albums from the 70s, in this case 1972. One of my favorite years of rock and roll. Hard to choose only 10, but I chose these ones. I'm trying to show different ones, but at the same time, I'm going to show some awesome, awesome ones that I absolutely love. Starting right off the bat with Audience and Lunch. I discovered Audience through VCLT, not this particular one. There was another one that I received, and these guys are fantastic. British art rock band. They were around between 69 and 72, and then they left and came back around 2004 till 2013. This is their fourth album, 1972 release. It would be the last album before they broke up in that 30-year period. A wonderful album. Some classic songs on it. Side 1 is decent. Stand by the Door is a great track. Side 2 is where it shines. To me, Thunder and Lightning, Barracuda Dan, Trombone Gulch, Buy Me an Island. It's fantastic. The musicianship is awesome as well. It's a great, great album. Great, great band. Have to show some Canadian content on here for sure. This is April Wine, the highly underrated band from now based in Montreal, Canada, or they were based in Montreal, Canada. I'm not really sure what they're happening with them now. Originally formed in '69 in Halifax, Nova Scotia, led by the awesome and unfortunately the late great Miles Goodwin, who passed away in 2023. This was on record. Their second album. This is the U.S. cover. There's a different Canadian cover on this one. April 1972 release. Top 40 in Canada. Two big hits off of this one. They do a cover of Elton John's Bad Side of the Moon, which is just wonderful. And they do a cover of Hot Chocolate's You Could Have Been a Lady, which hit number 2 in Canada as well. It's on the Big Tree Records label. Four-piece band at this time. They would become a five-piece band, 3 lead guitarists at the same time. These guys rocked. You got Miles Goodwin on vocals and guitar, David Henman on guitar and backing vocals, Richie Henman on drums, and Jim Clench on bass and lead vocal on Didn't You. But fantastic. If you don't know April Wine, check these guys out. One of my favorite bands, originally formed in 1967 in Chicago, Illinois. This is Chicago 5, the fourth studio album by the band. It's their fifth because there was a live album in between there. These guys are elements of classic music, jazz, rock, and rhythm and blues, pop music, a rock and roll band with horns. This is their first single album. Their first 3 were double albums, and then they came out with a 4-disc set of live material. Robert Lamb just wrote and wrote and wrote. It's a great album. It's a great album. A hit by Varese, All Is Well, Now That You're Gone, Dialogue Part 1 and Part 2, While the City Sleeps, Saturday in the Park, State of the Union, Goodbye, and Alma Mater. Fantastic stuff. I love this. I'm good with Chicago up until about their 10th album. And around the 11th, Terry Kath unfortunately ended his life accidentally. So the story goes. And it just went downhill from there as far as I'm concerned. But their first 10 albums rocked. Speaking of great rock albums, this is Toulouse Street by the Doobies. This is the original lineup. I prefer this one over the Michael McDonald lineup. Just my opinion. Formed in San Jose, California in 1970. This is their second album, released in 1972 in July. I'm not going to show the inner cover or else I'll get banned on this one. Tommy Johnson's fantastic. Lead vocals, lead guitar. Listen to the music. Rocking Down the Highway. And then you got Pat Simmons as well on guitars and vocals. Mamalaya, Toulouse Street, Cottonmouth, Don't Start Me Talking, the big hit, Jesus Is Just Alright, sung by Pat Simmons and Johnson, White Sun, Discipline, and Snake Man. Fantastic. One of my favorite albums by the band. I mean, the Captain and Me. Is that the big commercial success? But this one's fine, fantastic. I had to show my favorite band and my favorite album from '72. I've got 3 or 4 different versions of it. This is the deluxe version that just came out not too long ago. I'm not going to open it up. I've already done a video on this one. I do have a vinyl version as well. These are not the original albums by any means. Recorded in '71 in Montreux, Switzerland. Released in March of 1972. The third album to feature the Mark II lineup: Ritchie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, Roger Glover, John Lord, Ian Pace. Ian Pace, the only original member throughout the band's career. Every song in here is banger, as far as I'm concerned. Highway Star, Maybe I'm a Leo, Pictures of Home, Never Before, Smoke in the Water, Lazy, Space Truckin'. I know every inch of this album. I never get tired of it, even though I did put it on a list of overplayed albums. Smoke in the Water especially. But I still love it. I really do. I really do. Another Purple album that made it. Yes, it came out in '72 in Japan, so I'm going to count it. It didn't come out into the States until '73, but I'm still going to add it. This is made in Japan. Now I'm missing half of this album. I only have side 1 and side 2, so I'm missing 2, or I don't know how many tracks. Another vinyl version of this, so I got to get a better version one day. Double live album by Deep Purple. Again, one of the greatest concerts of that era, I believe. Almost all of Machine Head, except they added Child in Time and The Mule, which is, again, just amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. They only came out at night from the Edgar Winter Group. 1972, Edgar Winter, who's Johnny Winter's brother, put together a super group. You got Dan Hartman, Ronnie Montrose is on here as well, Chuck Ruff, and they formed the Edgar Winter Group. They only came out at night as the debut album by the band, November 1972 release. Commercial success right off the bat. 2 big hits, Frankenstein and Free Ride. One of my favorite albums from the '70s for sure. Edgar Winter, the multi-instrumentalist. Man, he's he's so good. Keyboards, piano, clavinet, saxophone, lead and backing vocals. Dan Hartman on bass, rhythm guitar, ukulele, lead vocals as well. Ronnie Montrose, the amazing guitarist, lead guitar, 12-string guitar, mandolin, and Chuck Ruff on drums and congos. And it's a wonderful, wonderful album. From the Hollies, the amazing band. I just watched a documentary on these guys not too long ago. It was fantastic. This is Romany. I always love their covers. The 12th album by the band, 1972 release. This is the band's first album without Alan Clark on it. He left the band to pursue a solo career. So they brought in a Swedish singer, Mikael Rickfors. They kind of moved away from the original harmonies of the original band, but this became a commercial success, huge commercial success. It sold more in their first weeks than any previous albums did in a year. It's just remarkable. Whether they won on the power of the Hollies name, I'm not sure. Won't We Feel Good, Touch, Words Don't Come Easy, Magic Woman, Touch, Downriver, Slow Down, Delaware Taggart and the Outlaw Boys, Jesus Was a Crossmaker, Romany, the title track, Blue in the Morning, and Courage of Your Convictions. Fantastic stuff. I have to show this one. I don't know if I have time to open it. This is the original album. It's a whole newspaper. I could open it up, but I'm very cautious of doing that. I don't want to rip it because it is in great shape. This is Thick as a Brick, 1972 release by Jethro Tull. Split over 2 sides, one piece of music. It's fantastic. It's a 12-page newspaper. I haven't done the crosswords or anything like that on this one. It's just a masterpiece. It's on the Reprise label. I love it. It's fantastic stuff. I've got the Steven Wilson CD box set that I listen to, so to keep this one in good shape. And finally, this is another cool cover. This is Long John Silver by Jefferson Airplane, the 7th album by the Airplane, released 1972. Their last album of new material until they wouldn't bring out other new material until 1989. This is more of a hard rockin' era than the psychedelic stuff that they put out earlier. Brilliant guitar work, fantastic rhythm sections on this one. The band really sounds tight on this one. But apparently the cover, if you open this one up, it's pretty. Again, I have to be careful with this one. There you go. It's all kinds of goodies inside of this one, but I just have to be careful with this. I don't want to wreck it any. So, Long John Silver. You got the title track, Airway Gang of the Eagles, Twilight Double Leader, Milk Train, Son of Jesus, Easter, Trial by Fire, Alexander the Medium, and Eat Starch Mum. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So there you have it, guys. There's 10 great albums from 1972. I'll be back again soon with another one from 73. And we're getting right up through till 79. So have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.